something. Who knows? See who in that motherfucker first. Yeah, Blackbird said one of the Bears Hall of Famers, linebacker Dick Buckets died today. Yes. Yes, he did. And the Bears are beating the hell out of the Commies 27-3. I think they had a big lead against the Broncos last week. But we back with another episode of Rigged NFL Pregame Pick'em. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell. We got the usual suspects here. We got Derek, we got Dale in the building. What y'all think of this game so far?
I was literally just checking the score. I wasn't even watching the game like before we got on. I was trying to figure out why the Bears were cooking so hard. And I was thinking like standalone game, Bears have been bad. I was like, maybe it's just bet and bait. Commanders have been up. They've been looking better than expected. Nobody's expecting the Bears to have two back-to-back good games. And then I saw that news right as we were about to get started. And I was like, there it is. That probably has something to do with it.
Yeah, I saw that as soon as I got home. I was like, yeah, that's all I needed to see. I mean, they offense was actually doing something, last game too. So it's carrying over into this game. But it's clear that the commies aren't trying to score. There was one play where Howe had a receiver wide open in the end zone, missed his fingertips by a few inches, but he could have reached. Could have reached out and got that shit. Dale, what you think of this game?
Garbage. Weak.
I hear you on that, man. I hear you.
That shit.
And you know what's funny about this? I know Justin Fields doesn't do that slow drop back stuff. In the game where they supposed to win versus when they lose, he does all that, and then he'll look at a receiver that's open. Then all of a sudden he'll throw the ball to a defender or God knows where.
You know what's crazy? I was literally talking about this the last time we were on. I was like, man, there must be some type of beef between the NFL and the people at Amazon because for whatever reason, they got the two like most unwatchable, uninteresting teams to play on Thursday Night Football. And just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, it's also a blowout. I'm like, this is why I didn't even turn the TV on. Like usually I got like the game on in the background waiting to hop on for the pick 'em. I was like, man, I'm not even going to bother today. And I'm so glad I didn't.
Yeah, you ain't missing much, man. I don't expect anything different in the second half of this game whatsoever.
Mm-mm.
All right, so we was talking before we went live about the potential upsets that there could be this week. And there could be quite a few, especially following teams that came off of big wins the week prior. So we're going to get this Bears pick out the way real quick. I got Chicago winning. What y'all two got?
I'll take Chicago, bro.
We all got to start winning though. Chicago. Fuck it.
All right. Now we got that out the way. Sunday, 1 p.m., we got Baltimore at Pittsburgh. Baltimore is a 4-point favorite. Steelers had that ugly loss against the Texans last week. Baltimore had a very dominant win against a Browns team that had a backup quarterback. Do we see them keep this going? Because clearly it's the Ravens' division to lose. Or does Pittsburgh get back in the win column, even though Kenny Pickett's questionable? Dale, I'll start with you.
I'm gonna ride with Baltimore. Kenny Pickett, like you said, is questionable. So, and you put Mitch in there, that ain't no better. But Baltimore very close. These games really tend to be like very close. So
Yeah, even when there's like backup
yeah.
quarterbacks.
So
And I think this might be the first time in a while that both starters for the Ravens and Steelers are actually playing at quarterback.
You know what's crazy? I actually got I got the Ravens too. I was just thinking about how like Mitch Trubisky, Kenny Pickett is tomato. Like there's really no difference. If you think about like how the books set the spreads, when it comes to them, pretty much literally no difference. But I think Dell is right. It is gonna be a super close game, but I gotta go with the Ravens.
Yep, same here. I got the Ravens, put another loss on the Steelers, so I got them doing it, and I got them covering the spread too. Blackbird said, "Do you need my beats? What you got? What you got, Blackbird? What you got? What you trying to hop on now? What you trying to do?" But moving on, 9:30 a.m. UK game. Jacksonville back in the UK another week, 2 weeks in a row against Buffalo, who's a 5.5 point favorite. They had that big win against the Dolphins, who were red hot, the high octane offense. They damn near scored 50 points on the Dolphins. I think this is a trap game. This is one of them. I'm actually taking the Jaguars over the Bills in this game. Derek, who you got?
Motherfucker stole my thunder. You know what? It's early. I know it's morning in London. I hate to jinx you, but this is my upset of the week. Give me the Jags.
For you too?
Give me the Jags. Not a lock. Not a lock. Not a lock. Every time I'm trying to set a record, see if I can go potentially 0-17. Who knows? Because every time I pick an upset, it doesn't work. So Lobo, I'm sorry in advance. I hate to do this to you. If you going down, we going down together.
Damn.
But I got the Jags. I thought I read somewhere that they just stayed in London. And if that's the case, I think that's like a huge advantage, like with the time zone difference. And I think that whenever teams go up, like the league likes to bring them down a notch. And I think that everybody's going to be back in the Bills off that big win. They beat the Dolphins by like 4 touchdowns after the Dolphins came off like a 70 piece. So I just see the league wanting to keep that interesting. And I got the Jags in an upset early in the morning.
Over there in the UK. Dell, who you got?
Man, I don't know how y'all can go against Buffalo, man. Buffalo's probably the hottest team in the league right now, but I'm gonna stick with Buffalo, man.
They said it about the Dolphins the week before, so I'm just saying. But we will see. We shall see. Moving on, we got the New York Giants at the Miami Dolphins. Speaking of the devil, Dolphins being an 11-point favorite, coming off of a loss against Buffalo up there in Orchard Park. The Giants look like the Giants on national TV. They don't need to be there ever again. Daniel Jones shouldn't be on TV ever again. I got Miami winning this game, but they won't cover. And that's one of my locks, too. Dale, who you got?
Miami. It ain't much to be said on this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Miami. And just quick point, no more Danny Dimes talk. I've decided. I don't know where the nickname came from. I don't know who started it, but I just think it's funny how like he's not particularly good at throwing the football. So this whole dropping dimes, Danny Dimes, I don't get it. I really don't. I'm sorry. I just don't. I just don't understand. They should have paid Saquon. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, man. I started calling him Danny Nichols, but I got to downgrade him some more to Danny Pennies at this point. So that's where he is. That's where he's going to be. For that, it's going to be damn near empty pockets. Next game, we got New Orleans at New England. Patriots are a half-point favorite. This is I think we talked about this, Dell, the other day. I think it was that Monday on the Rigged NFL show. Where this is one of those games you don't really want to watch. It's not going to be anything exciting. But knowing the NFL, they can make this shit exciting as hell for no reason when it should be. I'm going to take the Patriots, well, covering. They have no choice but to cover, against the Saints in a very ugly game. Dell, who you got?
Man, it ain't no Judon, no Gonzalez for New England. They both out. I gotta go with the better QB, man. Derek Carr, New Orleans.
Got the Nola. All right. Derek, who you got?
Shout out Derek. I'm gonna have to go with the Saints. I just think that the Patriots, they literally just got like dog walked by the Cowboys. It was awful. And the battle for America's team, I just don't see them bouncing back. I just don't think there's any love left for Mac Jones. I think they might be cooked. So I'm gonna have to go with the Saints.
All right, next game, Carolina at Detroit. Another double-digit favorite. Detroit is a 10-point favorite. Um, Carolina looked like they had a chance to beat the Vikings. Couldn't seal the deal. Detroit, red hot team. Saw what they did against the Packers. They keep on winning and winning and winning. Except for that stumble against Seattle. But I have them winning another game. I don't see this as an upset. I'm taking the Lions. Derek, who you got?
Yeah, under normal circumstances, if I saw like the point differential, like in the spread, I would be like, I don't know, maybe this is a trap. But I think that the Panthers, like we talked about for a couple weeks now, the league needs at least one team that's always good for a L, and I just don't see anything changing. So I think the Panthers gonna drop another one, and Dan Campbell still got those boys biting ankles, so I can't go against my guy.
Dell, who you got?
Carolina might not win a game this year. The worst team in the league. The worst team in the league. Detroit.
Just by saying that, them niggas gonna win games and shit. You said this last year. And what, they won like 7 games or some shit?
Who?
The Panthers, I forgot how many games they won last year, but they won some games
Like
after you said that.
5 or 6.
So yeah, you just gave them niggas like 5 wins right there.
Nah, not with that quarterback.
Definitely. Blackbird said he started Danny Dimes.
I'm gonna have to see some evidence of that.
That's funny as hell. Next game we got Houston at Atlanta. Atlanta had that loss over in the UK against the Jags in the game most people didn't see, or it was a Toy Story form for some stupid ass reason. But that man CJ Stroud got it going on. And it looks to me like in the AFC South, they want it to be a Jacksonville, Indianapolis, really a 4-team race when it comes down to it for that division. Somebody might eventually fall off. But I'm taking the Texans over Atlanta in this one. Derek, who you got?
I think I'm gonna go with the Falcons. Like, I think they'll just be happy to be home. I don't really see any like underlying narrative going on specifically with this game. I just think that I just like what I'm seeing from Bijan. I just see like a big like push for him, like as a potential rookie of the year candidate. And there is this ongoing narrative with running backs, and I like how he is like he's the outlier. So I see them continuing to push. So I'm gonna have to go with ATL. Peace up.
They not that bad, dog. They really not bad.
Who you got winning this game though? Before we get
Let me ask y'all a question right quick. Ritter or CJ Stroud? Who y'all picking at QB?
CJ Stroud.
CJ's Tacos.
Mm-hmm. I told y'all Houston is an up and coming team. I had them beating the Steelers last week. I'm gonna keep riding that boat. I like Houston.
Okay. Going with the H-Town. Someone asked about the Colts and Titans. Well, we got that one now. Tennessee is a 2.5-point favorite on the road at Indy, where Indy almost pulled off a crazy upset to beat the Rams, but they got to make a new star out of Puka. I can't pronounce his last name. So I say they get it done this week. And there was something you said, Dell, about the Titans. What is it? At home they do this, and on the road they tend to do this.
At home, they tend to upset, win games at home, games they're not supposed to win, and on the road they just. So, yeah.
Derek, who you got?
Man, I'm sitting here, I'm looking at what I got written down here, and I'm like, I want the Titans to win. But the more that I think about it, like I'm just trying to remember like a great road win for the Titans, and that just doesn't like nothing's popping into my mind, like it doesn't feel right. But you know what? Derek was throwing touchdowns last week from the running back position. I just feel like maybe they keep that momentum going. I think Anthony Richardson for the Colts, I think he can have a good game, and the Titans still push through. So you know what? I'm gonna rock with the Titans again, see if they don't let me down. because I'm just tired of going back and forth with them. Can we win 2 games in a row? Is that possible? We'll see.
I wouldn't put a lot into it. First 4:05 p.m. game. Oh man, we got Cincinnati at Arizona. Cincy at Arizona. At one point, you would think this would be super one-sided for one team. Now that shit is like a close game. And I was looking at something. Josh Dobbs statistically is outperforming Joe Burrow. I never thought I'd say that.
Dog, everybody statistically is outperforming Joe Burrow right now.
I like it. Fuck the Bengals, man. They talk too much shit. I'm tired of them niggas. But no, on that note, though, I'm going with the Cardinals, even though the Bengals are a 3-point favorite. I'm taking Arizona. Dale, who you got?
I'm right on board with you, dog. I like Arizona, man. I thought I was gonna be the only one that picked them, but yeah.
Now, you know what's funny? Like, we all got on a little bit later. There was literally no discussion about these games beforehand, and I literally have the Cardinals too. And now, like, I'm worried. Like, there's no way. Now I'm actually worried. Like, it's like it shouldn't be this obvious. But I
Don't
just
read
think
Nick
that
now, motherfucker.
no, I won't, because I think that, like, if you push aside like all the bullshit, like all the whatever, it's just like I think Joe Burrow is just actually injured, and I think that the city of Cincinnati just doesn't give a fuck about his life, and they're just making him play anyways. They're like, we gave you that money, you're gonna play. And I think they're gonna keep losing for it. I think they're gonna keep getting punished for it. So I don't think you get healthier by continuing to play the most violent sport nonstop. So I got the Cardinals. I don't know. Maybe we all wrong, but hopefully not.
Yeah, they definitely might take a
It-
step back.
It's for sure gonna be like a close game, though.
Yeah,
For sure.
For sure.
For sure. So
I wouldn't be surprised if this shit went into overtime.
yeah, it's gonna be close.
Have Josh Dobbs score a game-winning touchdown. That'd be awesome. But I do have the Bengals losing. T. Higgins, I don't think he's playing.
I think he hurt. Yeah, he hurt.
So yeah, and Jamar Chase ain't really done shit. So
Mhm.
except run his mouth. Moving on to the next game, 4:05 p.m. We got Philly at the LA Rams. And last week, Philadelphia, they just skirted by the Commies. And then the Rams, they just skirted by the Colts. Both of those teams came off overtime wins. Go figure. This one of those, this smells like a trap game. Smells like a big-time trap game. Derek, who you got?
Another tough one, man. Like, I like the Eagles, they keep winning. I'm pretty sure they're still undefeated, but every single game they win, they keep having their players be like, but we're not doing well. We're not doing well enough. It's not looking good. And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think Cooper Kupp's coming back. And there's gonna be a whole thing about that. Like, I've already seen the NFL posting videos of him and Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua doing drills, and they're like, they look like the same guy. I don't know if they're gonna play off that and have them both get like 200 receiving yards in the same game or some crazy shit like that, or if the Eagles will just keep winning. But until we actually see it play out, I'm gonna just stick with the team that hasn't lost and go with the Eagles. But I think it's gonna be close. Like the Rams, I think the Rams are. I think they're all right this year, but I got the Eagles.
Dale, who you got?
Man, Philly, they keep getting by every week. It's gonna be a week where somebody down them. If Cooper Kupp comes back, I
They
can
need
see
to
the
activate him from IR by Saturday afternoon.
I can
But
see
he
the
fully
Rams.
practiced Thursday or today.
I can see the damn. It's a tough. Fuck it. I'm gonna go LA. I'm gonna go LA.
Going with the Rams. Okay. This is the one, yeah, I was like, damn, I don't know who really gonna win this one, Philly or LA. But you know what? I'm gonna stick to what I picked on here. I do have the Eagles winning this one. They are not covering 4. This shit might go into overtime. Who knows? But I'm taking the Eagles on this one. Wouldn't shock me a bit if the Rams won this game whatsoever. Said Rams versus Eagles is the Kobe ritual. But it'd be some of the scores 24-8. That'd be wild. 4:25 p.m. game. We got Kansas City at Minnesota. Kansas City 4.5 point favorite. They had a game where they had to win at the last seconds, basically go down to the wire against the Jets, where they kept showing Taylor Swift. This game, they better not do that, but they are. But I have the Chiefs winning this game, not covering though. Vikings gonna put up a good fight. Dale, who you got?
Yeah, Minnesota for sure gonna cover the game. But I'm gonna tell y'all right now, not even being biased, I love Minnesota. I dog that this is the right spot for them to win. I love Minnesota in this spot.
Interesting. I feel like this is the perfect time to bring this up. Usually something we would have brought up at the top of the show, but like I was looking into this because y'all saw how the Chiefs game ended last week, where Patrick Mahomes could have ran it in, but he slid, and they were like it was the right football play or whatever bullshit, right?
Yeah.
So I was looking into this. $80 million was bet on the Chiefs and Jets game, that standalone game, right? 80 to 90% of the money was bet on Kansas City. So
Damn.
I just want y'all to remember that when people were like, I don't understand what the books have to do with it. Doesn't the NFL make enough money? You think the NFL wouldn't benefit? Like, you think they're not getting a cut from these sports books to say they're like the official sponsors of the NFL? So when you see the Rams kicking a field goal as time expires for the spread, and you see Patrick Mahomes sliding down and saying, well, we just wanted to make sure we made the right football play because we were afraid of Zach Wilson driving the field at the end of the game to win. Yeah, okay. I literally called it last week. I was like, everybody tune in to this Chiefs and Jets game because it's not going to be Travis Kelce. I told y'all last week they were dropping all these promos about Kelce. What's he do? Go for 60 yards. Nothing. The books are cleaning up. And I think the same thing could happen this week again. So even though I got the Chiefs winning, like y'all said, like I think it's going to be closer than expected. As long as this Kelsey Swift shit is going on, I think he's going to continue to have like underwhelming games. Like I just think that the money's all there. So I got the Chiefs, but you know, it's been a weird one for the Chiefs this season. But it's not weird if you're really paying attention.
Yeah, they ain't been just running all over teams except the Bears this year. Most of the games been close. Next 425 game, we got the Jets at the Broncos. Denver is a 1.5 point favorite. You know, the Broncos got such a great teammate over there in Russell Wilson. So is it the time for them to get another win against a sorry team, or is it the Jets finally getting they footing and they can actually start winning games? Derek, who you got?
Bro, I hate talking about the Broncos. Like I literally said last week, like if the Broncos lost, I wouldn't want to talk about them anymore. We could just skip the games. Of course, they end up winning, and now they're playing the Jets. It's just such an awful game. I have the Broncos winning because, believe it or not, even though I personally have problems with Russ, and I don't think he's the quarterback he used to be, like I still don't think he's necessarily the problem. I think that the league hates uh hates Sean Payton for coming out and just making kind of a mockery of them, talking about how the worst coaching job ever happened with the Broncos before. But Zach Wilson had his moment in prime time. I don't know if y'all heard this. People are talking about how Zach Wilson had like the best game of his career or whatever. They scored 18 points on offense and they lost the game. So like everybody calm down. I think the Broncos are going to win. Zach Wilson's back in the bin.
Dale, who you got?
I think last week was a good step for New York, um, as in building that confidence. Denver is trash, bro. Like, sorry. New York got a good defense. I think that defense gonna hold them, and the offense gonna do just enough for them to win. I got New York.
Yep, I got the Jets flying high as well. And I
I
also
wouldn't be
stumbled
surprised.
across an article where it had they're trying to propose a trade to get Kirk Cousins. The Jets, that is. Found that very interesting. It's like on some like 1 year type shit, not long term. Speaking of Kirk Cousins. Next game, this one really tough. This is actually a game I'm actually looking forward to. And I'm definitely going to make sure I root for one team over the other because the other one is not going to the Super Bowl. They're going to do the same shit they do every year. So you can shut the fuck up talking about they're going to go to the Super Bowl. It's their year because it's goddamn not. Dallas at San Francisco. The Niners are a 3.5-point favorite. This game is slick a toss-up for real. Sunday Night Football. They doing us right, giving us something that's actually, it better be exciting. Don't give us no blowout shit. But this is one of those games right there that could really be back and forth. They're going to bring out all the stops with the fuckery during the game. Dak Prescott might throw an interception to a cornerback and there's no receivers around. Who knows? He might fumble out of nowhere. Brock Purdy might bat the ball to the defense for the Cowboys. Who knows? But this game should be exciting nonetheless. Dill, who you got winning this game?
This one is a real toss up for sure. Regular season, playoffs, ought to been all over the Niners, but Dallas tends to play good regular season ball to get their fans all excited and hyped up for no reason for them to lose in the playoffs. But I can't stand in front of the steamroll what the Niners are doing. I can't stand in front of that. So I'm gonna take the Niners.
Derek, who you got on this one?
Man, I told y'all last week, I'm gonna just keep picking the Niners until they lose. Like, I'm just not gonna sit here and act brand new at all. Like, I just got this strong belief that the league has plans for Brock Purdy, and I think he's just gonna keep on rolling. And I just see the 49ers rolling. I know we were talking about how we didn't want to see a blowout. I'm down to see a blowout if it's the Cowboys getting blown out. Like, because I think then they'll finally be quiet. You can't lose to the Cardinals and then get dusted by the 49ers after talking about how, like, you're finally up on their level and then still be talking. So I hope the 49ers finally put the Cowboys in their place. People can stop talking about them. And people will accept the fact that Brock Purdy might just be the next thing. So 49ers run it up.
Yeah, I got the Niners on this one too, but I don't think they cover 3.5. This is gonna be like some last second shit, like a game in a field goal, something like that. But yeah, I don't see this being just a runaway one-sided game, especially when it's a marquee matchup that's actually a rivalry as well. I don't see it. But yeah, I got the Niners in that one. And then the last one, because we got 4 teams on buys, being the Browns, Chargers, Seahawks, and Bucks. Monday Night Football, we got the Pack at Vegas out there on the West Coast and your side of town, Dale. Packers are a 1-point favorite. Vegas, I don't really have anything positive to say about them. I mean, it's a cool city, but like the Raiders suck. They got Devontae Adams. That's probably the only positive thing I can say about them. But I do have the Packers winning this game and covering that 1-point spread. And I've noticed on Monday Night Football games with the Raiders involved, especially at home, there is always some fuckery that makes that game go down to the wire for no goddamn reason. Because they're in Vegas with home of betting. But I'm taking the Packers, though. Dale, who you got?
Damn, I'm gonna go Green Bay too. I'm gonna go Green Bay. I gotta go with the better team, right?
I just gotta
that's
stick.
all you can do.
I just gotta stick with my pick from earlier. I know I was talking about, like, look, I knew the Lions are gonna be nice this year because they've been building them up for years. But believe it or not, I'm gonna have to go with the Packers again. I've been holding this grudge. I was told weeks ago I was smoking balls if I thought the Packers are gonna win the division, but I'm gonna keep riding with them. Pause. Go Pack, go. I'm not watching the game though. I really don't give a shit. I'm not gonna lie.
At least be honest about it. All right, so we got our locks of the week. I started off mine with the Dolphins being my first one. Last one we just mentioned, I got the Packers as my second lock of the week with the win over the Vegas Raiders. Dale, who your 2 locks?
Damn, I got Buffalo for my first one, covering that spread, and I'm gonna go Minnesota.
You would pick the Vikings.
Yep.
That's crazy. Lock over the Chiefs. I'm gonna go with Looking at all my notes here. Give me the Lions over the Panthers, and give me. This is a crazy thing I'm about to do. Give me the Broncos again. Second lock in a row with the Broncos. I think if I just keep locking in the Broncos, they might just keep winning. I know I told y'all. I know I told y'all I'm a retired Broncos fan, and I am. But you know what? I'm ready to be hurt again. I'm just gonna I'm gonna lock in the Broncos. Give me the Broncos and the Lions as a lock.
Okay, I see. So I'm saying the Raiders have the poorest owner, so they're gonna be kept as the punching bag of the NFL, and the Chandler Jones shit too. That's another thing. Said you got the Bills and the Bengals as a lock.
Bengals. I don't know about that, Chief, but we'll see.
Or wait, no, he corrected himself. He said the Vikings and the Bengals.
Yeah, you still got the Bengals, so it's still suspect, but I hear you.
Then we'll get 2 more comments for get to any closing comments from y'all.
Nah, Blackbird.
He ain't smoke.
Why?
Too much money on Washington. What was the question someone asked? I appreciate it. Local John 1812. He said, what happened to Pat? We don't know, bro. That nigga went AWOL. He went like full Tom Hanks. Like he went and flee to another island, bro. Like he talking to a volleyball with a face on it right now. Like I don't know. I guess he waiting on the boat. We really don't know.
I'm gonna keep it a bug with you. I heard via sources, as Stephen A. Smith would say. I got sources. I know people that as much as we, talk about the NFL as an entertainment vehicle, which obviously it is, Pat couldn't take it anymore. He's sickened by the league. Okay, he's disgusted. All right, with the WWE nonsense. He said he's above this shit, and I respect him.
He was like, man, fuck these niggas, bro.
He's like, I can't do it anymore. I just can't. He's disgusted by it. The idea of trying to pick these fixed games was just repulsive to him.
He got tired of flipping that coin, man.
He's like, y'all coming every week talking about Danny fucking Dimes. I can't handle it anymore.
He did flip a coin, huh?
That
Flipping
coin was getting
dimes,
him some
flipping
wins
quarters.
too. That's the crazy part. And then his luck started running out. Oh, that shit funny as hell. Y'all got anything else before we get up out of here?
Trying to think if there's anything specific to look out this week.
Go Minnesota. That's it.
Go Minnesota. Y'all, look, I know I got the Broncos locked in. I'm not telling y'all to actually go watch that game. It's obviously not like I'm a retired fan. I like the Broncos more than any other team before I just retire from being a fan from them. And I'm just telling y'all as a friend, don't watch the game. It's not going to be a fun time. That's all I got. And it's not like anybody's counting, but I went 12-4 last week. But this is not betting advice. I just wanted to let that be known. I'm just saying, whatever. Who am I?
So don't watch the Jets game and don't watch Sexy Red's sex tape. Got it. Noted. Cool. So, yeah, we're going to end it right there. This has been Rigged NFL Pregame Pick'em. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and that notification bell. Thank you for watching. We are out.